Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from FedEx Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Commanders making their way in. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB. Right to the air is Huntley. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play.
Let's go now.
To throw, Huntley. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Huntley to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Deontay Hardy back deep. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on third. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big deal.
They search at 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Allen from the gun on third down. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, 28 yards. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Huntley. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On the counter, this is Robinson. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Huntley. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off play action. Huntley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Allen. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st down, Huntley being chased out left. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Holding, offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw, Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold out of that one. 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Huntley slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Allen to throw once more. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. Now Allen again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And the Washington offense heading out. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. It returns it right back to Samuel. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Back to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. He had the distance, but it's no good. Line to the right, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That is complete downfield to Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Draw play. This is Hines. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Allen. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal from the right hash. This from 33. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. A final shot before break. Huntley. Flush to his right. And some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Fighting his way through contact. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Bills. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for Washington, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. But the Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw. Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They got into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Cook up the gut. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half.
Let's go now.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Throwing now is Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation.
Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So for Ron Rivera, challenging that call turns out to be the right decision. Now Allen. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Here's Huntley. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might want coverage.
Let's do this, man. It's showtime, baby. Who's going to make a play, baby? This is the calm before the storm, baby. It's game time. You call it? Yeah, this is ridiculous. They can't beat us straight up. This is where you step up. Right here, baby.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, Huntley. Got an open man, finds Gibson. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit without.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. There's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Huntley to throw. He's got Gibson on the out route. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll look to throw again. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Huntley. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 36 yards. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, but a penalty flag is out. And this looks like pass interference. Let's see. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a... He'll get this up to the 29. And here come the Bills. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Dancing to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, Huntley. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Lining up for the point after.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.